morning, everybody. We are so glad that you're here with us for family worship, and we're so sad we couldn't be here together, but we are glad that you are safe at home, and we are so excited to worship. So, we are talking this month about what word? Kindness! All right. And so last week, we started learning our memory verse, and today we're going to continue with that. Okay, so let's review what we learned last week. We started at the beginning. So stand up wherever you are, and let's practice. Are you ready? Yes. Here we go. Woo! You are God's chosen people. You are holy and dearly loved. And we learned that you need to know that God loves you, and when you know that God loves you, then you can share that kindness. So let's keep going and see what else he says. Okay, are you ready? We're going to have to put on some clothes for this. You think you can do it? Okay, so here we go. So put on tender mercy and kindness as if they were your clothes. Okay, one more time. Are you ready? So put on tender mercy and kindness as if they were your clothes. Put on your clothes? Well, I have a question. In the morning, do your clothes just get on your body? No. That's so silly, right? You have to go pick them out and put them on. Well, that's the same thing with kindness. Kindness, you are not just kind to everybody, because what about that annoying brother or sister? You're not going to always be kind. Or when your parents ask you to do something you really don't want to do. Or maybe when your friend hurts your feelings and makes you really sad. You have to actually think about it and put on kindness and choose to be kind back. So kindness is a choice. Okay, we're going to try one last time with everything we've learned so far. You ready? You got your hands? Okay, here we go. You are God's chosen people. You are holy and dearly loved. So put on tender mercy and kindness as if they were your clothes. Good job! Y'all did so good. Okay, but just like if you were here, are you ready for again? We are. Okay, come on, Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, we are.
Woo! How's everybody? Awesome! Awesome. We're going to play some kind of soccer. So since we're at home, well, you can find some socks, a soccer ball, a tennis ball, whatever you have, and your parents can play it with you. And so let's play some kind of soccer. Are you ready? Girls, you come on and play. Are you ready? All right, we're going to make a line. Stop right there. Are you ready? Okay, just one at a time, okay? Just stay behind, okay? Ready. Ready? Right there. Just wait, one at a time. So, okay, yeah, you go first. And you have 3. There you go. Wait. Ready? Yes! Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. No! Oh! 3. Go, you have one more chance. No! Oh! I don't know. I think maybe that one will count. Awesome! All right. Now, go, Sophia. You ready? Here we go. You have 3 chances. Are you ready? Woo! All right, ready? One more. Hey! Awesome. Okay, the last one. Miss Breen. Okay, scoot back. Everybody, scoot back. You ready? You have 3 chances. Are you ready? Go. Oh! Oh! No! Ready? Oh, man. Okay, I think everybody deserves a little treat. Ready? Awesome. I hope everybody's having fun at home and stay warm. So now we're going to go and reveal the question. Are you ready? bum, bum. Okay.
Reveal the question.
Woo! This gives you an opportunity for you and your family to go over this. When is it hard to be kind? So we're going to give you some time for you and your family to go over this, okay? We'll be back with more worship.
surrounded. Your love is everywhere and I'm surrounded. It's got me singing, it's got me shouting, and now I wanna tell the world about it. 'Cause now I am alive, yeah, you opened up my eyes. Everywhere I look, I see your love for me. It makes me wanna lift my hands, dance and sing. Oh, 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 your love for me. No matter where I go, I know you're there for me. Oh, 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 your love for me. Oh, oh, oh. Surrounded, surrounded. Your love is everywhere and I'm surrounded. It's got me singing, it's got me shouting, and now I wanna tell the world about it. 'Cause now I am alive, yeah, you opened up my eyes, and everywhere I look I see, yeah, your love for me. It makes me wanna lift my hands, dance and sing. Oh, 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 your love for me. No matter where I go, I know you're there for me. Oh, 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 your love for me. Oh, oh, oh. And now I am alive, yeah, you opened up my eyes, and everywhere I look, I see. And now I am alive, yeah, you opened up my eyes, everywhere I look, I see. Your love for me, it makes me wanna lift my hands, dance and sing. Oh, 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 your love for me. No matter where I go, I know you're there for me. Oh, 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 your love for me. It makes me wanna lift my hands, dance and sing. Oh, 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 your love for me. No matter where I go, I know you're there for me. Oh, 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 your love for me. Oh, 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 your love for me. Oh, oh, oh.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the Book of Ruth.
In the land of Moab, there lived a young woman named Ruth. She married a man from Judah and must have dreamed of a large family and many children.
We'll name them Zeke and Hannah and...
But Ruth's happily ever after ended before it began. Her husband died and his brother too, and that left Ruth alone with her sister-in-law Orpah and her mother-in-law Naomi, whose husband died too.
I have nothing left.
Naomi had come to live in Moab during a famine in Judah, but she had gotten word that there was plentiful food in her homeland again, so she planned to take a road trip.
Ruth, Orpah, go back to your family homes. May the Lord show you kindness as you have shown me.
So Orpah kissed her mother-in-law and left, but Ruth wouldn't budge.
I'm going with you.
Look, your sister-in-law is going back to her people.
Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God.
Well, okay then.
Finally, after a long and dusty journey, the two women arrived in Naomi's hometown of Bethlehem. Everywhere along the road, barley rippled in the breeze, golden and ready to harvest.
Is that Naomi? She don't look so good.
Don't call me Naomi. The Lord has made my life bitter. I went away full, and the Lord has brought me back empty.
Don't listen to them. You just need dinner and a nap.
Finding food was their top priority.
Some of those barley fields belong to my husband's relative, Boaz.
The grain is being harvested right now. Let me go to the fields and pick up the leftovers.
Go, my daughter.
The law instructed the landowners to leave behind some of the harvest for people who needed food, so Ruth followed behind the harvesters, gathering every bit of barley that fell to the ground.
Barley. Let's see. You can barbecue it, boil it, broil it, sauté it.
Ruth worked hard in the heat of the day. In the afternoon, Boaz came out to survey the harvest.
The Lord be with you.
The Lord bless you!
Boaz spotted Ruth hard at work and asked his overseer,
Who is that young woman?
She came back from Moab with Naomi. She asked if she could pick up the extra grain and has barely rested all day.
Boaz was moved by Ruth's care for Naomi. He waded through the barley to speak with her.
Stay here and follow along where the men are harvesting. I'll make sure no one bothers you. And when you're thirsty, you get a drink from the water jars.
Why are you so kind to me, a foreigner?
I've been told what you've done for your mother-in-law, how you left your homeland to come here. May the Lord reward you.
Boaz offered Ruth bread and roasted grain to eat, and at the end of the day, she was able to bring a large amount of grain home to Naomi.
So much food!
Ruth continued to work in Boaz's fields until the end of the grain harvest, but even then, life would have been very difficult for two women living alone together. So Naomi laid out a plan for Ruth.
I will do whatever you say.
At the end of the harvest, the workers threshed the grain to separate the edible kernel from the straw. Then they held a big celebration. When the meal was over and the lights burned low, Boaz laid down near the pile of grain to sleep. Ruth arrived and approached Boaz just as Naomi had told her to do. She folded the blanket away from his feet and lay down nearby.
Who's there?
It's me, Ruth. Please give me your protection since you're responsible for our family.
Boaz was surprised, but what Ruth had said was true.
The Lord bless you. Don't be afraid. I'll do what you ask. Everyone knows you are wise and kind.
Even though Boaz agreed to help Ruth, there was a family member who was closer than Boaz. So in the morning, Boaz set out to meet that man and the town elders to settle the matter.
I will buy Naomi's land and also marry Ruth, if you will let me.
Well, I sure can't purchase Naomi's land and take care of my own land, too.
So we're good?
Go right ahead.
Today, you are all my witnesses that I will buy Naomi's land and marry her daughter-in-law, Ruth.
As soon as it could be arranged, Boaz and Ruth were married. Naomi came to live with them, and a short time later, Ruth and Boaz had a new baby boy.
His name is Obed.
Aren't you the sweetest little thing?
So through the kindness of Boaz and Ruth, Naomi had a brand new home and a brand new family too. Everyone could see the difference in her face.
Praise be to the Lord. He's given you a new lease on life, Naomi.
Yeah, that Ruth is better to you than 7 sons.
Now, Ruth's story doesn't end there. Her son Obed had a son named Jesse, who had a son named David, King David. And hundreds of years later, a new baby boy was born in Bethlehem who was a descendant of King David, and his name was Jesus.
A lot of kindness was being shown in Ruth's story. Boaz was kind to Ruth, Ruth was kind to Naomi, and through them, God was kind to all of us. Did you know Ruth was the several greats later great grandmother of Jesus? Isn't that amazing? I am a huge fan of Ruth. Dear Ruth, here's the truth. I've been a big fan ever since my youth. Your biggest fan, Haley. Kindness matters, especially when it comes to the people we're closest to, like our family and friends. But the people we're closest to are the people who can also get on our nerves, right? So we're not always kind to them. Or sometimes we assume those people know how we feel about them, so we never tell them. But we shouldn't assume. We should tell people when we care about them. Or send them a letter. Special delivery to Ruth! And we should be kind to our friends and family, even when they get on our nerves, because God can use our kindness to do amazing things in their world. So here's the one thing to remember today. Be kind to your family and friends. Don't let your favorite people forget they're your favorite people. Dear sis, listen to this. If I didn't say I love you, it'd be amiss. Come on over sometime and we'll reminisce. Your sis, Haley. Yeah. There. Well, that's a much kinder card to someone who will be my sister for my entire life. Love you, sis. Yay. See you next time.
Well, we are so glad that each of you was here with us this morning. I know we weren't actually in this room, but I bet a lot of you got to stay in your PJs, maybe even your house slippers. I know I wish I was in my house slippers right now. So, kindness this month, today of all days, is the day for you to be the kindest you've ever been, because today's Valentine's Day. Did y'all know that? You should know that. Catherine knew that. Sophia knew it too. Today's Valentine's Day. So, in your activity that you can do at home, you can grab a sheet of paper, several sheets of paper, and you can cut strips of them. And you can take turns and write down ideas that you think would be a kind way to treat somebody. Maybe someone in your house or a friend. We have some on here. One of them says, help do dishes. That would be awesome. You could help me do dishes, Bryn. One says, write a note. Another one says, make a friendship bracelet. One of them says, bake cookies and share it with a friend. You can make a kindness chain at home, and you can hang it up to decorate, and all week long, you can take turns choosing an idea to do for a friend or for someone in your own house. Another thing we really like to do at our house, that would be really easy, you can grab a box, a bucket, a pot, a pan, a Tupperware container, a paper bag, and you set it outside your room, and then you spend the whole day writing each other notes about the things that you love about each other. And when they aren't looking, you slip them in their pot or their bag or their bucket, and at the end of the day, or throughout the day, they get to read their notes like it's their own personal mailbox. However you choose to be kind this week. But before we leave, I wanted to remind us, because the section of our memory verse we did, Miss Molly walked us through how we actually have to put on kindness like clothes. And so, it makes me think of being on someone's team. Will you put this jersey on, Bryn? It's going to fit perfectly. All right. So, we talked about how you have to choose to put on kindness. And just like when you know that a person plays for the Mighty Ducks, you know that because of the jersey they're wearing. Or you know that that person is a really super fan of the Mighty Ducks because they're wearing a Mighty Ducks jersey. But just as you know what team they're on by the jersey they're wearing, people know whose team you play for by how you treat them. So if you choose to put on kindness, that's as if you're putting on Jesus' jersey, because you're on God's team. You are teammates with Jesus. And when you go around and you share kindness, they look at you and they know, oh, Miss Elizabeth, she's on Jesus' team. I know whose team Harper plays for, because they show kindness. So this week, not only are you going to be super kind and show others that they're valuable by the way you treat them, but you can actually choose and practice to put on kindness. You guys are awesome. We love you so much, and we hope you have the best, warmest, coziest Valentine's Day ever. And if it is snowing, maybe you get to go out and play in the snow. We love you guys. See you next week.
I will follow you with all my heart, heart, heart. You are my true north. I will follow you into the dark, dark, dark. You are my true north.